Okay, let's bring in Florida's Greg Steube from House Judiciary. Congressman, first, let's deal with this bombshell from the Durham indictment. I'm going to go through it slowly. The indictment says that Hillary's campaign hired big data internet researchers, including at a university. These were people working inside the Beltway as well. The indictment says they, quote, worked to locate any connection between Donald Trump and Russia's Alpha Bank, and in doing so, access data of an executive branch office of the U.S. government. They were working as subcontractors initially to help protect against cyber attacks on the government, but they accessed the executive branch. This feels like a cyber Nixon break-in. Let me tell you what agencies are in the executive branch: Defense, Energy, Homeland Security, Justice Department, State Department, and the Treasury Department. Your reaction to this story?
Well, first of all, it's not surprising at all that this is going on. I mean, we have our own congressional members trying to get the cell phone information of Republican congressmen and women because of January 6th and using that as a reason to get our cell phone information. So none of this surprises me, but what is really frustrating to me and every American, at least in my district, and I would think most Americans, is this is a fact. The Hillary Clinton campaign used a Russian dossier, the Steele dossier, to then promote the FBI to investigate using 100% campaign information to get a warrant from the FISA court, all based on lies, all based on campaign disinformation, to get a warrant from the FISA court to spy on members of the Trump campaign. And all of the people that were involved in that, nothing has happened to them. We all know that that was false. We know that it was a campaign dossier. We know that they used that dossier knowing that it was false to get a warrant from the FISA court to spy on people like Carter Page and other in the Trump campaign to try to get evidence of a lie that they knew to be. Yeah. Keep this monologue going that there was this collusion between Trump and Russia. And after 2.5 years of the Durham investigation, nothing has come of this other than 2 small indictments for lying to Congress.
Yeah, not sure. We're not sure how the January 6th Capitol riots play in here. But I hear what you're saying. I want to explain this. This was Hillary's big push to get the FBI to investigate Trump, to claiming that Trump businesses their computers were talking to Russia's Alpha Bank. The FBI debunked it. It was hotel spam marketing. In other words, a third-party computer server was sending out marketing spam emails about Trump hotels and properties to Alpha Bank. Robert Mueller didn't touch it. We've got to move on to Jake Sullivan. The indictment against Democrat lawyer Michael Sussman, he pleaded guilty, but not guilty to lying to the FBI. Biden's now National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, he was in this web of Democrat insiders as Hillary's foreign policy advisor. He knew about the fake Trump-Russia Alpha Bank story. Sullivan testified to House Intelligence in 2017. He didn't know anything about it. If he didn't know anything about it, why was he running around to CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox News with this Trump Alpha Bank story?
Well, because he knew that if he promulgated this false story that CNN and MSNBC and these other networks would continue to talk about this Russia collusion hoax that they all knew were lies. All of these people should be accountable for their lies to federal officials, to their lies to the FBI, and to their lies to Congress. But unfortunately, a lot of us Republicans are frustrated because these 2 individuals are very small people in this entire outfit of people that were using lies to spy on a campaign and using the federal Department of Justice to do it. And those people should be held accountable. The American people want Comey and McCabe and all these individuals who were responsible for this type of behavior to be held accountable, and they're not.
So the indictment also shows that Sullivan was briefed about Hillary's secret project to paint Trump as colluding with Russia via email traffic between Trump computer servers at the Trump Organization and Alpha Bank. Sullivan got emails in September 2016 from Democrat lawyer Mark Elias about the, quote, Russian bank allegations. That was just 4 days before Democrat lawyer Michael Sussman took those Alpha Bank allegations to the FBI General Counsel, Jim Baker. So, but then he's later testifying he didn't know about Fusion GPS and the Steele dossier. He didn't know what Mark Elias was doing. despite Mark Elliott's significant role in the Hillary campaign. He said they didn't do anything with it. They didn't do anything with it. They put it inside the FBI to go after Trump. You know what I mean? So by the way, will you guys hold hearings on this if you take back control of Congress?
Well, and that's the key, is we have to have the gavels and we have to take the House back in order to do it, because the Democrats aren't going to do it. But absolutely, there's going to be a reckoning for a whole host of things when we take the House back in 2022. And all of these people will be investigated to the fullest extent of the law, and referrals will be made to the DOJ. If they in fact lied, which obviously he had knowledge of things that he misrepresented to Congress, they should be held accountable.
Got it. Congressman Greg Steube, it's good to see you. Come back soon.